What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today's video is going to be more for newer players. And if you're a high level player, comment down below some advice you could give to somebody else, because as we know, Fisch is a big game, so we're going to have a lot of new players. Yo, why am I so shiny? All of a sudden. But the Fisch rod we're going to look at is going to be the Volcanic rod. And for me, I think the Volcanic rod is a really good Fisch rod for new players. It does cost $300,000, but you know what? I feel like in today's era of Fisch, you can make 300k really fast compared to before. But yeah, back when Fisch first came out, making 100k was kind of crazy. The one thing I'll never forget is every server I joined, nobody had over 100k ever. And if you had $1 million back in the day, you were basically the richest player in a lot of servers. Because think about it, the Fisch rod most people bought was the mythical rod, the trident rod, but most importantly, the steady one. And mostly everybody had this Fisch rod. The Fisch rod I mainly use a nocturnal rod. As you can see, even I was a new player. Like, come on, I had the long enchantment on it. So as you can see, at some point I had no idea what I was doing. But I'm pretty sure the steady rod is over here, right on this table. Yeah, it's right here, the steady rod. 7k, and everybody had it in the game. So I think nowadays everybody could afford the Volcanic rod if they're a new player. I mean, look at the stats: alert speed of 30%, and luck of 90%, a control of 0.1, a resilience of 15%, and max weight infinite. And the enchantment I say to go for is going to be the hasty enchantment. With the hasty enchantment, we're going to get a 55% extra alert speed. So our alert speed is going to go from 30% all the way up to 85%, which is really good. But the most important thing about this Fisch rod is going to be the passive on it. I'm pretty sure the most recent update they fixed this Fisch rod so it works much better. So every time you catch a fish, there's a 20% chance you could get the Ashen Fortune mutation. And that mutation is really strong. It gives you a 5 times cash multiplier any fish you catch. So with this Fisch rod, you can make some serious money. But before I show you guys how much you could make at different locations, I'm gonna show you guys where to find it. Now, to get to the Volcanic rod, we have to do the first part of the Mariana Veil. And basically, you gotta talk to Dr. Glimmerfin to get a submarine. The main reason my submarine is black is because I completed the entire update. And once you get your submarine, you're gonna hop in. The way I like to go into my submarines from the bottom. You could like fidget below it and get inside of it, like this. Yeah, just like that. Usually I never go from the top, but once you get your submarine, you're gonna descend and complete the first level. The first level is pretty easy. It's really straightforward. Once you see lava, you know you're really close. But once you get that Fisch rod, we're gonna make a lot of money. To be honest, it might be better for you to watch a guide on how to do this, because it could be really confusing. And yet, now that we're here, we're gonna ascend to the surface. The first thing you should do when you get here should be this. If you complete the first quest, you're gonna get the Glimmerfin suit, and this suit's gonna help you fish the volcanic vents for a while. The Glimmerfin suit gives you heat protection. There is no way a Scala spotted. Oh, what a bad time to see that. I'm telling you, every time I start recording, it always spawns. It's crazy. It's like the game knows. But once you get here, you're gonna go all the way down this path, all the way to the end. And when you get to the end, you're gonna see like a pool of lava, like a really big pool. And once you get to the end, you're gonna see all this. Make sure you don't fall in the lava, because you will start burning. And all the way in the middle, you're gonna find the Volcanic rod. And as you can see, it does cost $300,000. I feel like you should get this Fisch rod after you buy like the mythical or trident rod. I mean, the trident rod is really good, but I think with this Fisch rod, you're gonna make way more money. And once you have your Volcanic rod, we're gonna talk about bait. If you guys remember, I did say get the hasty enchantment on the Volcanic Fisch rod, because our alert speed went up to 85% alert speed. Now, because we did that, we are so close to instant catch. But with bait, we could get it actually pretty easily. So there's a few baits you could use. If you feel like you need extra resilience, you could use seaweed bait. With the seaweed bait, you're gonna get resilience of 10% and alert speed of 20%. And with that 20% alert speed, we are gonna get instant catch. If you really think you're that good, you could use nice shrimp. And with nice shrimp, you're gonna get a universal luck of 90% and alert speed of 15%. And because you're getting 50%, you should get instant catch. And I think for me, I'm gonna use nice shrimp. And if for some reason you have no idea where to buy seaweed bait, you could get seaweed bait from the regular bait crates. I'm on right now Roselip bait. You could buy these for $120. And as you can see, we got 2 seaweed right here. And if you guys are not sure where to buy nice shrimp, you have to come all the way to Terrapin Island. On Terrapin Island, we're gonna buy quality bait crates right here. And as you can see, they're quite expensive, but I'm telling you right now, it's well worth it. They do cost $425 each, so yeah, they do stack up in price. And as you can see, I got 2 nice shrimp right there. They do get pretty pricey, but I'm telling you right now, all bait is useful. And yeah, now you should have the Volcanic rod, the bait, and enchantment. But there's one more thing I want to do. Usually when I make videos about a Fisch rod, I'll show you different ways to make money with it. But we have to remember, I do have the Volcanic rod, right? Now, my question is, could we use the Volcanic rod to fish in the volcano? And right now, I'm at the Roselip volcano. Hey, they kind of changed this area a little bit, right? It used to look way different. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully I could, right? I definitely should be able to. No, I can't. It's too hot. How's that even possible? Yo, that makes no sense. Hold on, let me see something. Where's my reinforced rod? But with the reinforced rod, it does work. That is crazy. Wow. Volcanic rod can't fish in the volcano. Actually, wait, there's one more thing I want you guys to buy before we start fishing. And that's gonna be Merlin's luck. Yo, I just got tossed. What? I feel like I said this a million times already, but buying Merlin's luck is really good, especially for low level fishing rods. So in combination with Merlin's luck and the nice shrimp, it should help us catch more mythical fishes. And if we catch more mythical fishes, we're gonna make way more money. And to make things even better, we could get lucky and trigger the volcanic rod's passive. And getting that 5 times multiplier on a mythical fish, yeah, our money's gonna be crazy. But yeah, now we can start fishing. And I think the first place I'm gonna go to is gonna be the Atlantean storm. Even though I said a bunch of times before the Atlantean storm got nerfed, I still think it could be a decent spot for this passive. And now I'm at the Grand Reef right here. Do not fish on this island right here because it is pretty terrible. Where it comes to this little one to the left and fish at the Atlantean storm. I'm pretty sure you could fish over there, but I like coming over here more often. So yeah, I'm gonna start fishing and tell you guys how much money I make. Hey, you know what? The volcanic rod is really good. And after fishing for a while, I made $216,000 an hour. And you know what? 260k is really good. Basically, like in 2 hours, you're gonna get all your money back you spent on this fishing rod. If I'm being honest, I did catch a lot of void anglers, but you know what? It was really tough. If you guys feel like you're struggling, you could use a steady enchantment or the resilient enchantment. I feel like the steady enchantment might be a little bit better because for me, I think I failed like a handful of them. But then again, I've been playing fish since day one, so it's not too hard for me. But if you get used to it, you could make some really serious money over here. But yeah, on to the next one. But the next place I'm gonna go to is gonna be the volcanic vents. And the volcanic vents is where you bought the volcanic fishing rod. So I'm gonna go all the way back to Rosewood Bay. Man, it does take some decent time to get here. And make sure you complete the first quest because you do need the Glimmerfin suit. If you do not have the suit, you're gonna have to reset often. And if you want to make a lot of money, if you have to reset often, you're gonna make way less money. Alright, I'm here, now we can fish. But yeah, I'll be right back. Yo, I'm back and I made a ton of money. To be honest, I knew I was gonna make a decent amount of money, but not this much. So on average at the volcanic vents, I made $654,000 an hour. And yo, that is so much money. For a fishing rod that costs 300k, that is such a good amount of money to make. Now, I will say at the volcanic vents, you might struggle a little bit. I didn't fill a single fish while fishing there, but I feel like some people will. I mean, it really depends what device you're on. I mean, you could be on a computer, a mobile, could be all different. And yeah, 654k is really good. I feel like Merlin's luck is making a big difference while fishing here. It honestly felt like every other fish I was catching was a mythical or legendary fish. So if you want to see similar results, make sure you use the same setup. If you don't have enchant relics, you could go to the depths and try to catch some. And you know what? It's giving me a good idea. I might go fish there. You see, I know the depths were nerfed, but you know what? You could make decent money there probably. And also you could catch a lot of enchant relics. And you know, throughout fish, we need a lot of enchant relics. And to go to the depths, you do gotta go to Vertigo. You gotta find a whirlpool with a beam stick and now just go right in. And once you come through Vertigo, you gotta go all the way down. And right here, you're gonna see a huge gate. As you can see, mine is open because I've been here before. But in order to enter, you gotta complete the Vertigo bestiary. Let me show you guys real quick. You gotta complete all this, get 100% completion. And once you get the depths key, you could open the gate. Just like this. The depths key is really massive. I'm pretty sure I have a few actually. Let me check. Yeah, I do. I got like 3. It's not too hard to catch, but it is an exotic. So it might take you a while to get it. Man, I remember I used to come here a lot to fish. Because of this place, I had over like 1,000 enchant relics. And that has lasted me for like months. Literally months. And fishing here could be decent money. I'm gonna check it out for you. But mainly, I'd come here for the enchant relics. But once I finish, I'll be right back. If I was a new player, I'd definitely come back and fish over here. So on average, while fishing in the depths, I made $210,000 an hour. But besides making 210k an hour, getting enchant relics is really nice. So if you need a lot of enchant relics for future fishing rods and you want to make decent money, coming over here is a really good option. And fishing here is definitely way easier than fishing at the Atlantean storm or the volcanic vents. If you do decide to go to the volcanic vents, you could fish there and buy enchant relics. In Merlin's house, you could buy enchant relics where you buy the luck. But once again, if you feel like the volcanic vents is too tough for you, you're struggling way too much, you could come to the depths, make decent money, and get your enchant relics. And yeah, to be honest, this fishing rod is really good after the update. So I definitely recommend getting it because it could make a massive difference for you. And you can make your $1 million really fast to get even better fishing rods. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. Just a reminder, if you're a high level player, don't forget to comment down below and give some advice. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.